Hey, my Legion, how y'all doing today? I'm here with my
Hi.
buddy John, and we went to Tinseltown again for the first time like a month and a half because there really hadn't been a lot of really. Well, there was some good ones, but I mean not like
Well,
go
so I
out to
had
the
a bunch of stuff
theater.
going on last couple
Yeah,
weeks.
yeah, a whole bunch of stuff, and then like last thing we saw was the Meg, and that was like a month and a half ago. And what's the Venom?
We are Legion.
Yes, it's like a turd in the wind. That's my imitation of him. No, Venom was really cool.
Yeah,
I mean,
ignore
I
the
really
critics.
liked it. Well, I mean, it's really weird because some
Always
critics
ignore
didn't like
critics.
it. But I mean, sometimes it's like they said it would have been worked much better as an R-rated film. I mean, the R-rated film would have hurt. I mean, but it was really cool. And also, first thing first, uh, I saw almost all the audience leaving when the credits came on. And they had like a cool Rorschach test thing with Eminem song.
What
And,
did you see?
Not the critics, but
I just saw splotches.
with Splot, yeah, yeah,
The Rorschach test.
yeah,
I didn't see that guy from.
yeah. That is the Horseshack test.
I was say I didn't see the guy from The Watchmen at all.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I thought you meant a Horseshack. Well,
No, you said
yeah,
Horseshack.
Yeah, yeah. And yeah, I love that.
The young guys are gonna be like, "What the hell are they talking
I
about?"
know. I mean, I love that. I gotta find that thing from if it's on YouTube when he changed from did the Dr. Jekyll Mr. Hyde bit. When I was a kid, I thought that was so funny. No, there's two scenes: a mid-credit scene, and then there's a scene at the end, which is a scene from another movie. I don't know if it's a spoiler to say what movie it is.
No, we'll just let people be
Okay,
pleasantly
yeah.
surprised.
I mean, because a lot of the kids, I mean, that left would probably been bummed that they missed some scenes from another movie at the very end of this one. I mean, but Venom's really good.
Yeah, we're doing a kind of twofer today.
Yeah, doing this and Upgrade.
Yeah, because they're kind of similar movies.
Yeah.
Well, what I thought was interesting, and I don't know if anyone else made this connection. I was telling Jason, this isn't really a spoiler. When you see the ship in the beginning, that's carried as symbiotes, as they say, brought to you by Quaker. That was a meme going around. It said Life on it, and that's a company that brings these things back. Which Life was a spaceship. Oh, I forgot. I was going to look see if that was by Sony or not. That was Life where you find something in space that's almost like one of the symbiotes.
Yeah.
Oh, he never really attaches quite with people. It kind of sucks them into them.
Yeah.
But it's wait, was that a prequel?
I mean, it's really cool. I mean, like you said, a lot of people. I mean, I was like on the fence for the trailers and stuff like that. I mean, I still would have seen it, but I mean, I didn't know if it would be that good. But I mean, I really got into it right away. I know Howard Cat said that.
That was my TV changing to screensaver. It's like,
okay.
what's that flash going through my camera? Oh,
And I love Flash too. I remember seeing that at the movie theater a long time ago at Village Cinema. And Howard Cat said he was on the fence, but he said it was a great fun movie, and I loved it. I mean, after like 6-7 minutes, I was completely immersed in the film, and it's a lot of fun. Because they used to say people were saying it took forever for him to get be Venom and all. I thought it was fantastic.
yeah, I
liked
just
the whole
did
thing.
like the animation for Venom that much. I mean, it wasn't horrible, but this shiny wet look I didn't really care for that at all. Other than that, it was all right.
I think they're trying to do like the whole slime thing, like you see like aliens, always life of like an alien, especially in the 80s, like alien movies with lots and lots of
But it
slime.
just made it look dumb to
Yeah,
me.
well,
It didn't look as good as it could have been.
Oh, and thank you, Tim Sands, for making me a cool thumbnail for John and I review this, because they had that and a cool picture of Venom on the thumbnail. And I love the movie. It's a full-on 10 out of 10.
Well, it's just strange seeing like Jenny Slate playing like a scientist because she was playing the Fonz's annoying daughter on Parks and Recs.
Yeah, that's true.
But I mean, she did good because she's got a face that she feel sorry for in this movie. But I thought they did a really good job with it. People say, well, "How can you have it without Spider?" Well, I'm wondering if it takes place in like an alternate universe in Spider-Man. And if you see the movie all the way through the end credits, you might know what I'm talking about. I'm like, is it supposed to be the same world as Peter Parker or not? Or is it they don't exist because they don't mention any other superheroes or villains, really? So it could be like an alternate universe.
Yeah. Oh, and welcome to Venom Week, because this is like a thing where I'm going to be doing like Venom themed stuff. Well, the band, of course, is awesome, but I mean, I reviewed another Venom, and there were some other Venom movies that hopefully I get to see them and do reviews on them too. At least in the future, may not be this whole week, but you know, we'll see I'll see what's going on.
Yeah, I'd say it's definitely worth checking out. And the reason why we're kind of reviewing this with Upgrade, which I was kind of surprised because, you know, I kept seeing all these ads for it at the theater, coming out. And all of a sudden I'm at Walmart number one day and looking through the movie section. I'm like, what the heck? Upgrade? I thought I was coming out to the theater, and I don't know if it played for very long.
It played maybe a week or two, and it was gone.
Yeah.
I don't know why it didn't.
And, and then I saw it was available on Amazon to rent for $6. So I'm like, hey, why did I do like both of these movies back to back in the review? Because they're kind of similar. Where Venom, you got a symbiote that attaches itself to Eddie Brock, and they're talking to each other and stuff. And you know, it takes some control, and then Upgrades where the guy gets injured. We won't say what happens, but gets an implant, as you see in the trailer, and he's talking to it, and it kind of takes control at times too.
Yeah, really cool.
Yeah, so they're kind of similar theme movies, and that was pretty good too. Yeah. That was written and directed by Leigh Whannell, that wrote Saw and some other stuff like Insidious. I think he directed the third Insidious movie, and you know, and so I like his stuff. A lot of stuff that those guys did.
Well, I was thinking with the symbiotes and stuff like that. I was thinking the Alice Cooper song. At first, I thought it was Devo. I was like, no, it was Alice Cooper. The chop, chop, chop. He goes, the symbiotic function. Chop, chop, chop. He keeps the city so keen. Cleans from Ranger Fist and yell. Yeah, he keeps the city so keen. Yeah, peachy keen. No, Upgrade is really cool. Well,
it's also an action movie too. Both action movies.
Venom is a full-on 10-10. Upgrade is weird. I didn't know it was set in like a futuristic world though. That's the one thing that was different. I mean, it was really cool. And you know, a guy gets injured and he gets his implant, and there's a whole investigation, and he like takes matters in his own. And there's some really well choreographed fighting. I don't know how they're like.
Yeah.
I don't know how they do it,
dancing.
But it's really cool.
So it was like dance moves more than
it was really cool
fighting.
though, and it wasn't like super. Well, I mean, you could tell what was going on. It wasn't like sometimes the super quick. You couldn't tell what was going on. You know, they're doing something.
Right.
You know, Upgrade is really awesome too, and there's humor in both movies.
Yeah.
Like you said, I mean, they said that Venom could have worked better as R-rated. It had to have been on a borderline because they even said the F word once. And with it had to have been right on a borderline between that and R-rated. What's that?
Fire truck? That was some comedian. I forget which comedian's joke that was. It's like the little kid says, Daddy, my brother, call me a word that begins in F and ends in UCK. Fire truck?
Yeah, I mean it's really good. Venom is a 4-10. I think Upgrade is a 4-10. They're different movies though.
But
similar themes and stuff like that. Yeah. They're both fantastic. I mean, now Upgrade is R-rated. It's definitely an R-rated movie.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're both awesome though.
Right.
And I think there might have been more humor in that thing. I knew there was something when he said Fear Heights, and then he wanted to go out Fear Heights.
That's Venom.
He said jump out. Venom said jump out the window, and he takes the elevator, and Venom said pussy. That was so funny. So
I just read in the trivia. I guess he recorded a lot of his lines first, and then played it back in his earpiece while they're shooting a movie. So you know he could play off of himself that way. So he'd write all the Venom lines first.
Oh, that's cool.
And then while they're shooting a movie, he just played it back in his ear.
Well, hopefully, I mean, I don't know if they did that with Upgrade, but Upgrade was just as good.
Right.
You know, the critics liked Upgrade more than they liked Venom, but I think they're both fantastic films.
Yeah, they're fun movies, you know.
Yeah. I mean, they're great. I mean, great films. Like you said, I think Venom was probably on the cusp of being R-rated. It's one of those ones, close. But I mean, they're both awesome. I really like them.
Right.
You know, like, what do you say? Liver, pancreas, heart, all those snacks to eat, or something like that.
Yeah, it's a little time, or something I was just reading that was taken from one of the comics.
Yeah,
because it was created by, Venom was created by Todd McFarlane 30 years ago. You know, that was when he did his own Spider-Man comic book series.
Well, eventually I got to check out Spider-Man 3, see how they did the Venom thing. But I mean, there was a part when Tobey Maguire was going like this, and that was so stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I liked the Sam Raimi ones, but I mean, that was a... I'd have to see Spider-Man 3 again. I only saw it once. But I liked it.
Not really worth watching too many times.
I'd like to see it. I'd like to see it another time. But I mean, I like Sandman and stuff like that, though. Because I love Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man 1 and 2, you know.
Right.
But I mean, I don't know. Some people hated Tobey Maguire, but I thought he was better than... I always call him Andrew Heathcliff, Andrew Garfield. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think...
I love Spider-Man.
Tom Holland.
Oh, yes.
Not to be confused with the director.
Yeah.
I think his version of Spider-Man, I think, really captures the humor the best.
Yeah.
But I saw one of Garfield's.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
when he ate Mondays and always eating those. Oh wait, wrong Garfield. I saw the first one.
I never saw
some of the humor was good.
Second one, I never saw the first
some of the humor was good, but I think with Homecoming, they've really hit on the humor.
I love Homecoming.
With because Spider-Man was always a smartass.
Yeah.
And it's like now they need to do a Spider-Man Deadpool team up like the comics.
That'd be cool. But I mean, like I said, I would have seen the first Spider-Man the last 2 weeks before the Dollar Theater closed. It's just like I went to see that James Bond movie. What's that? Tomorrow Never Dies. The second one that Pierce Brosnan did like 2 weeks before the Village Cinema sadly closed, which I didn't know about. That was a shock. And it was a packed theater. And I would have seen that Spider-Man if it wasn't for stupid Glenn Beck playing that. I mean, and then I ended up going to see that lousy remake of Total Recall. But you said Amazing Spider-Man so.
It's okay. Yeah, it's not worth your time.
It'd probably have been better than a remake of Total Recall, though, I assume. I don't know. Definitely better than listen to Glenn Beck. You know? But, I mean, I guess that's about it. I'm thinking if there's anything else. But stay tuned for more Venom, like, in the title-related one, including the one from 81, which I'm really... Well, I reviewed that last night, which I really... That was the one I was really excited to see. After all these years, I have a story behind that one, too. But I guess that's it for me and my buddy John for reviews of Venom and Upgrade. So,
that's all, folks.
Until next time, everybody, please. It's Gamer Legion.